At Jiva Water, we are on a mission to bring life back to water, and we are thrilled to have a leader who shares that vision join us on this journey. Today, we sit down with Mr. Shaji Zakaris, our global head of business development, to explore his incredible journey from leading global businesses to now shaping the future of water with Jiva. You have had quite a journey from a full-time career to opening a restaurant in Bangalore. What sparked that change for you?
No, I think fundamentally in the 36 years of working in a very formal environment was that I understood a P&L, how to grow a business from scratch. Number of changes that I did in the industry also were for a startup, more or less a new business area. And to leave a public sector business, well-established, growth path very clearly written, and starting off a business which we didn't know whether it will survive or not. Just the government had opened out lubricants business. So joining it, taking a risk, starting it, and making it successful. Those are the sort of experiences that made me comfortable about taking on anything new.
Before Jiva Water, you were into hydrocarbons business. How did that experience shape your decision into something like this?
Actually, I had been, I knew Srini before we were in college together. In his house, he introduced me to a gentleman called Dr. Krishna Madhappa. The most exciting thing for me there was that water, is something I had been reading about. The problems that water and, world war may be there because of water, lack of availability of good water. But it had never struck me that the genuine issue with water is that it may not have life energy. You think about water as water. The fact that somebody could measure it, identify it, and see in it. Even that early days, I was also a bit skeptical whether that is true or not, but that made me think that this is something that had tremendous value in this world, right? And having spent so many years selling hydrocarbons, petrol, diesel to consumers, getting them to use a lot of that, and in that process, degrading the environment in some form or the other, going into water and in helping soil revivals, helping environmental change was something that just appealed to me a lot.
For listeners who are new to Jiva Water, can you explain what makes this technology so unique? And also do share some of the feedbacks or stories you have heard from farmers and their families who have experienced the benefits of it.
Yeah, I think there are so many initiatives today and people are so excited about getting into the space. Jiva Water gives a great opportunity to demonstrate on the ground some things that people have been struggling with. One of the simplest things is soil revival or bringing, save our soils has been a cry by various people across the last few years. And we've seen in the last 3.5 years, 4 years now that we've been doing Jiva, that more than 3,000 to 4,000 farmers across India and outside India have been able to see phenomenal good difference in their soil. They have got to such a stage that we have had farmers falling at the feet of Dr. Krishna saying, "You're like a god, you've saved my land for my grandchildren." And Jiva Water has demonstrated that not only by on-field trials where so many farmers themselves are talking about it, but also now in the recent past we've got some very clear lab results that are confirming that to us and demonstrating things that we thought were, which we knew but we couldn't prove, which we now are starting to prove in terms of hydrogen bridges getting closer, and thereby the result or change of what is happening at a molecular level, which were things that were difficult to accept, but is proven in the lab. Labs have actually used the high-end spectroscopy measurements or instruments to be able to capture that, and therefore we are now are more confident in our ability to say that this is something we can scale across the world and is the need of the hour to take it across.
Looking forward, what are your hopes from Jiva Water device and the difference it can make to the world?
So it's been a word of mouth. People have told each other people have told others. So it's been moving a little slower than we would have thought. I would expect that we should be, we've got some ambitious goals of being, the default standard by 2030 and all that. But fundamentally, this has to grow at tremendous scale to benefit the world. And for everybody who is going to use it, this is going to be impactful in many ways. It will take a while to build that momentum, but it's like a snowball. The effect will just pile on, and at some stage, I'm sure everybody should be in it. Nature should support us in this attempt to bring the world back to original state.